Welcome everybody to my channel. So let's go over some of my trades that I've been having. So I don't know if I'm putting in the first video from before. It was probably maybe a year or two ago. But now, kind of give me an update on the account. So I probably started before 2020, but I really started trading on this account in particular around there. So this was back during the AMC era. I think during the AMC era I made up to here, and then I lost it all, and then I gained it all again somewhere in the middle of the line, I remember. And this was probably about like $80,000, I think. Yeah. And then from there, you kind of see the account. So this channel is mostly just building it back up. What should I show you first? I guess I'll show you some of the trades that I have now. Right now I have JP Morgan. It's doing bad, but I need it to do worse for this thing to even pop. So right now I'm kind of willing to sell it at 100, and that's kind of that with that. I put some calls in there to leverage it just in case it had went up, because recently, like maybe a day or two ago, there was like a kind of a bull rally, and it kind of looked like things were like sparking up for no reason, as the market does. But as you see, it was a pump fake, so everything went down. I saved a little bit of money from there, and I had like 800, and I thought the bank would go down even more, which it did, but I sold a little bit too early, and I lost out on maybe like $700 or $800 more or something before I had sold. So I was sitting with 800, and I made some more puts, and those kind of went to shit, because not puts, I got some calls, and those went to shit. So you kind of see these $700 and $100 losses around here. What I might do is stop this, because there's maybe a week in between for the banks to kind of crash, so I'll actually keep that. But these are all my plays. You got some Party City. Somehow this is up 20%. That's so weird. It took a big chunk, big loss on the 19th. That's today, during the after hours. Shit. And you can't trade it on Robinhood anymore. Damn, I bet that pisses off a bunch of people. So many stupid influencers hyping up these plays, and then it gets taken off. This is a play that I've been watching for a long, long time. Playboy. I think this is like a really good play to jump into. And I have calls in it, but they're a little bit far out the money for it to be touched right now, so kind of see. Really, if you were to jump into this, I would go February. I would not go January, as I have here. But that is kind of where I'm at right now. The thing that's going to probably pull me up right now and give us a little liquidity is Netflix. I'm very sure Netflix is going to take a huge, giant, stinky, dumpy dupe. Got that for $4. So I have two pretty big ones right here, as you can see. That's probably going to get me a whole lot of my money back, and we'll probably get about, maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get about 2,000 or 4,000 or something like that. But we're hoping for Netflix to make a giant dookie dumpy dump during their earnings. And so far as their earnings for the last 4 quarters, it went up above expectations, up again. It didn't go as far down as it did during the expectations, but as you can see, each time they have like a quarter is usually 3 months or so. Each time they have a quarter, you can look down here, it usually takes a big giant dumpy dump. So even though they kind of had decent quarter money on there, it still took a dumpy dump. So. And I'm starting to love the word dumpy dump, so that's why I'm using it so much. But I'm gonna get some lotion real quick. Right now I'm on my break. update, I am working at another job. There's been like 5 jobs in between the last time I saw you guys, so but I saw Keenan Grace. I really hate his channel. I don't hate his channel, it's annoying. That's a better way to say it. His channel annoys me. But he reminded me, he's like, hey man, like, start that YouTube channel, do that thing. And I already started that YouTube channel. I stopped after a while when I was making like a lot of videos, so I wanted to start back again, and I wanted to be, completely transparent as I always have on my channel. Kind of show you how much money I'm making on my plays and how much I've lost. So this is the start to get back to where I was and then past it. But I know, as you see all this filth on the screen, I do know the practices it takes to get back the money that I had, even starting from like $100. And it's not really $100 I'm starting with, it's $200 right now. I've been taking 25% of my check and putting it into the stock market. And if you've been in the same stock market that I have, it's been taking a giant dump on everybody. I'd like to think I'm not the worst one it's been taking a dump on, but it always feels that way, right? So, part of this YouTube channel as well is kind of to keep myself in check and not play like crazy, stupid plays. So stick with the trends, the research. What I found is that I've been making I make my most money when I look at somebody's earnings. I make the most money during earnings. I find the earnings that are there for the day or the week or coming up in 2 days, and I find on the what's it called? Like, let's see, like for here, like for JP Morgan, I got a good call up. I got a good put right around, where is it? I got a put like right around here, right at the top here. It went up, but I held it, and then it crashed down. And the moment it crashed down, probably around here, no, I went more. It's right around here. When it crashed, I sold, and I kind of made a little bit over what I put into it, but like it kept freaking me the heck out to hold it the whole time. And then I kept going in harder. I went in harder, and yeah, as you can see, it didn't work out very well. I have one that's going to be lasting for the week. I have one that's expiring tomorrow, so that's just $48 gone. I knew banks would crash, and they are going to crash. I would say banks are definitely a good one to do a put onto. If I had more money, which I might, by the end of tomorrow, after Netflix earnings, you always want to be prepared for the best and the worst. But I'm hoping for the worst for Netflix. I'm going to do a put on Visa, because in the past week it had a big run up whenever JP Morgan had their earnings. Their earnings were about like on the 18th pre-market, and so it had a big giant run up. But ever since then, boom, it dropped down like, what is that, almost $4? And Visa's about to have their earnings, and they've been up a little bit too long. Like, they're way up here. They've been way up for way too long. Like, look at the last time they hit this hill. 227. If I could punch it over there, 223. It's like dangerously close to the last time when they just dropped shit. See, look at that. Boom. In the course of maybe darn near the rest of the month, they lost like $20. So I feel like if I got a good February 3rd call tomorrow with the liquidity that I get, I could probably do, like, if I'm thinking how much I'm going to be getting from it, I could probably do 4 of these, and it would crash down to what I need, and I make about another 1,000. I'm thinking like it's going to go to 210, so I'd make like 1,300, and that'd give me a little bit more to play with. So The technique is to just kind of bounce from one to another and kind of gain your liquidity back. That's how I've done it before, and that's why you'll see these little spikes that I have through here. You'll see I have like little spikes, but I get very and I, you know, play with too much of my, this is everything this year. This is everything this month. So I lost $1,163 this month. But you'll see these little spikes where I go back to my formula. But yeah, that's the reason I lost so much in the course of 2 years. Because I make about $50,000, a little bit over that sometimes a year. And, you know, if I'm getting 25% of my earnings after taxes, you know, that's why I've lost so much in the course of like 2 years or 3 years at this point. But you always got to be hopeful, because times like, you know, this kind of jump back into this, you can get back to it. And honestly, it's easy to do, but because of my impatience, I don't get the right stuff going for it. So yeah, but now I'm kind of holding myself to it by recording this and uploading it to YouTube. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Check the description box for anything that I have going on. I might be selling soap or something like that, because I also want to get back into my hobbies where I sell soap and make hair product. And yes, you're also listening to me drink water. Besides that, guys, take care. Leave me a comment inside the comment section if you want any kind of, I know it doesn't look like it by looking at my stuff here, but if you want any advice about the stock market, ask me, because I do know about it. It's just I like to make risky things because I know how lucrative they are if you guess right. I've been guessing wrong for a little bit, so take care, guys. I'm gonna head back into work, and I might make another video later.